So dear students, in this video we are going to talk about the Ethereum node. So let us first understand what is a Ethereum node. So basically an Ethereum node is a computer itself that is running a software client into it. So a blockchain node, it is blockchain network, it is basically made up of the nodes which are the only method to access it. So nodes basically they communicate with one another in order to validate the transactions, so that we have already learned. They record the data about the status of the blockchain on the Ethereum network. These computers or these nodes are responsible for storing, validating and trading the data. Okay. So every node keep its own copy of blockchain and it strives to verify that it matches the copy of all other nodes. Then every node on the network must process any action that require new block to be added to the blockchain. So basically every node has to validate the transaction and add it into the blockchain. This network of continually communicating nodes allow us to avoid relying on a single source of truth, and all of these challenges entails. A new block is added based on whether or not the majority of the nodes accept it. Okay. So that is what is Ethereum node. Let us now understand what are the different types of Ethereum node. So Ethereum nodes are a system that operates in a point-to-point network model. There are basically three types of Ethereum node. The first one is a full node. So full node is basically the responsibility of full node is to verify and validate each and every transaction that take place inside the network and maintain the state of the blockchain. When a smart contract transaction occurs, full node also execute all of the instructions in the smart contract. It determines whether or not the smart contract execution is producing the expected results, and these nodes maintain a full copy of the blockchain data. So it keeps receiving copies of the entire blockchain including its transaction, which are stored locally, and keep the latest state of transaction with itself. When a smart contract transaction occur, the full node it also execute all of the instructions in the smart contract. It determine whether or not the smart contract execution is producing the expected outcomes. It consider for example where person A performs a transaction to person B, then this transaction is added to blockchain. Then the full nodes verify whether the transaction complies with all the Ethereum specification and maintain the latest state of blockchain by storing or removing the specification if it does not comply. Then the another type of node is a archive node. Archive nodes are complete nodes that have the archive mode option enabled. While a full node only stores the latest state of transactions, the archive node holds all the blockchain's history data dating back to the genesis block. The archive node is used when the blocks prior to the latest 128 blocks are required. For example, using function like ether get balance of a historic address would require an archive node, as will interacting with the smart contract launched far earlier in the blockchain. Because of its special feature, the archive node requires more than 6 terabytes of space, contrary to full node which only require over 500 gigabytes of disk space. So archive node basically requires a huge disk space. So it can be concluded that the archive nodes are not useful for average people. They are effective in the application of block exploring, wallet vending and chain analytics only. Then the third type of node here is a light node. A light node, unlike a full node, does not hold the complete current blockchain state and store only the block header. It is basically suitable for low memory and computational devices, since maintaining a light node involves least investment in hardware running cost, and technical skill. So light nodes rely on full nodes to function. These nodes do not need to run continuously or read and publish a large amount of data on the blockchain. It provides an easy way to create a wallet, especially for beginners. For example, the solid state drive cannot afford to store the gigabytes of data that other nodes take. But there are some limitations of light node which cannot be denied, and there is no guarantee that the light nodes or light wallets provider will be online whenever it is required. So basically these are the three types of Ethereum nodes.